Got another exam question walkthrough for the titrations topic, so up to number 15 now. If you want to check out the other videos in the playlist, I'll put the link to that at the top of the screen now. So the question covers the calculation of the MR of a substance, percentage uncertainty, and a procedure to make a standard solution. Hope you like the video, hope you find it helpful, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I would love you to do so. As always, the link to the questions in the description of the video if you want to try it first. Okay, so make a start. So the first thing I'm going to do is calculate the mean titer and use this to determine the amount of moles of HCl that's reacted with the 25 cm³ of MHCO3 solution. So in terms of the mean titer, remember we never ever use the rough titration or the trial titration. So we're looking for two titers that are concordant with each other, so they're within 0.1 cm³ of each other, and you can see that 2 and 3 are. So that means the mean titer is 9.70 cm³. So how many moles of HCl is reacted? Well, it's just concentration times that volume, but we've got to put it in decimeters cubed. So the moles of HCl, 9.894 times 10 to the minus 3. Moving on to part 2, so we've now got to calculate the amount in moles of MHCO3 in the 250 cm³ of solution, and then calculate the experimental value for the MR of the MHCO3. So the moles of MHCO3 in 25 cm³ used in the titration is going to be the same as the moles of HCl because it was a 1-to-1 ratio, but we need to know how many moles are in 250, so we'll just multiply this by 10. So that's obviously 9.894 times 10 to the minus 2. And now for the MR, so it's just mass over moles. Just got to be careful here that we make sure the mass is in grams. It was given in milligrams in the question, so it's 1.464 grams divided by those moles. So the three significant figures, which is an appropriate number, 148. Moving on to part 3, where we've got to come up with a suggestion to reduce the percentage uncertainty in the burette. So if you remember from the titers, it was pretty low, it was 9.7 cm³. So if we can make that bigger, we're going to reduce the percentage uncertainty. So there's two ways to do that. We can either use more MHCO3, so dissolve more into that solution. So that's going to make the MHCO3 solution more concentrated, which is going to mean we're going to need more of the HCl, or we could use a lower concentration of HCl to start with, using the same mass of MHCO3. That's going to give us a larger titer as well. And finally, we've got to describe the method to make a standard solution effectively. So the first thing we need to do is measure the mass of the sample bottle full. Next thing we'll do is empty that into a beaker. And then we need to measure the mass of the sample bottle empty, and then the difference is the mass of solid that we have used, so therefore we just need to calculate that and record it. So now we've got the known mass of solid in the beaker, we need to start dissolving it. So we're going to do that by adding a small volume of distilled water, and then obviously we need to dissolve that using a stirring rod. And then once that's dissolved, we're going to transfer the solution to a 250 cm³ volumetric flask. Next thing we do is we rinse out the beaker that we dissolve the solid in, and we add the washings to our volumetric flask. Next thing we do is we add more distilled water until we've made the solution up to the graduation mark. And the final thing we do is we put a stopper on the volumetric flask and we shake it to thoroughly mix the solution.